Okay, looks like stream's up. I got a cup of coffee I'm making. People are hanging. I'll be back in a sec.
Yes, KD2 LHX, Alan from Kingston. For the OMARC Wellmess check-in, I know I first from KD2 RFI and KD2 RBL, I think it is, over.
KD2 Romeo Bravo Romeo.
That's right, right?
Yes. KD2 QAK.
Took a little foray on the road over to Sam's and Hannaford, and the stores that they're recovering. Sam's is still a little depleted on any of the special meats, but they're, yeah, of course, they've actually got some toiletries and stuff. Not much, but and same thing for Hannaford. I was surprised Sam's had they were loaded with eggs over.
KD2 live and checking in.
KD2 MQE. W2 NDG.
Is no one running this net? Am I supposed to be running this net?
KD2 MQE, KD2 LHX. Dave, you want to run the net? I'm still I consider myself still very much a novice. It's the most I've been on the air in these last 2 weeks, and it's been 2 years over.
Oh, okay.
KD2 LHX, KD2 MQE. I'm happy to do it if you want me to start.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me scroll down the chat here. Oh, Nessie Monster, what's up? Waves?
Okay, this is KD2 MQE. Good evening. Welcome to the Hudson Valley
Hi,
Wellness
Nessie. Hi,
Check-In
Titan.
Net.
How are you guys?
Portable Net, sponsored by the Overlook Mountain Amateur Radio Club in Ulster County, New York. My name is Dave. We've established this regular time every day at 6:30 over the last week to offer an opportunity for members of the local ham radio community to share information related to the current pandemic and to see if anybody knows of a neighbor who needs something that we can help find and get to them. I heard the previous check-ins, I think, but let me just run down the list that I have, and then I'll ask for further check-ins when we drop for a bit. I have KD2LHX, Alan, KD2RBR, is that Mike? Or Nick, I'm sorry. KD2QAK, Bob, KD2IIN, CJ, and WA2NDG, Neil. Is there anybody I missed or further check-ins now?
C2UQ.
Oh, nice, Titan.
Is that K2U2QO2 Uniform Quebec?
Hey David, it's Paul, AC2UQ, Alpha Charlie. Sorry for speaking so rapidly. Alpha Charlie 2, Uniform Quebec.
That is so cool
Hi,
you're on the
Paul.
mower
Sorry I
listening to
didn't
this.
recognize you. Any further check-ins at this time?
What are you up to, Nessie? Keeping Titan
KD2 MBF.
brushed up.
Okay, KD2 MBF, I think that's Greg. So let me go back up to the top and we'll run through and everybody can let us know your report of what you've seen today and how you're doing and anything else you'd like to say. So Alan, KD2LHX, pick it up.
Say again, I didn't get that transmission.
You did give a report. KD2RBR, do you have something you'd like to report?
Thank you. Yeah, today I ventured out, but needed to get some food for the canine. And what I wanted to let people know is I buy the food at Tractor Supply. I was able to buy it online. They send the order directly to the store in Lake Katrine. I called the store earlier, and she said that she'd bring it out to the car, so I basically did not have to go near anybody or go into the store. So I called when I got there, opened up the trunk, had them throw it in, and good to go. So it was painless, and I didn't have to swipe a credit card or touch anything. So it was pretty good. Just got to bring your own pen to sign off.
Very interesting. Complete contactless transaction. That's pretty cool. Bob, QAK, what do you got?
Well, we got up early this morning, Hannaford, about 6:15, and there's a lot of elderly people down there. The elderly especially who were out of hospice, rules, rights. They were pretty much out of that. The rest of what we found pretty much what we found. Oatmeal with I watched this afternoon on his town hall meeting on Facebook, and he said the Hudson County schools are closed until the 1st of April. He said they'll make a decision on it sometime this week, because the 1st of April is a week from today. And he said it looks like they probably will keep closed until the 1st of May. And he said it's going to be a good 6 to 12 weeks stint here that we better get used to. I think by the end of about 10 or 12 weeks, people will be at each other's throats. But anyway, just take it cool and enjoy your vacation. Back to you. UAK.
I'm sure you're mandatory unpaid vacation. Right.
KD2MQE, thanks, Bob. You're a little noisy where you are, but readable pretty much. CJ, KD2IIN.
All right, very good. I have not ventured out, but the only thing notable I had come through today was a Black Hawk type helicopter, very low, circling, but it seemed to come through fairly quickly and pass on. So other than that, I don't have anything to report. So I'll just put it back to net. David, thanks for running the net. KD2I. Okay, Nestor.
KD2MQE, thank you. W2NDG, Neil, what do you got?
Well, quiet day today. I didn't really go anywhere or do anything except my work here. So no news of the outside world, except if anybody didn't hear this morning when I mentioned I spoke with a friend who works for Hannaford, and he said that they weren't going to be starting curbside pickup anytime soon. They just don't have the manpower or the logistics to make it work until their stock
Nice,
is more
Don.
normalized
Hey,
and
thanks for
their
showing up.
staff is more normalized. Other than that,
How are you?
well, I made contact on the HF rig with a contest station in Lithuania.
Must be good if you're making a rub for ribs.
A little distraction around lunchtime. But the wife just ran out to Dollar Tree. She's out every day anyway. So, but you know, she's going to pick up some craft stuff she needs for her little mask project. She's actually making low
I appreciate
impact
that, Don.
masks
Thanks.
for donating to the local hospital. We have a daughter who's an RN there, and they're looking for people to make homemade cotton masks for the lower impact areas, so they don't have to waste the good masks for people who don't necessarily need them. So that's all. W2NDG, back to that.
Amazing how fast resources
Thank
shift.
you. That's great. That's really good. Let's roll on down to Paul, AC2UQ. Do you have a report this
I
evening?
do have one other thing to report.
A very brief one, David, KD2MQE, thanks for running the net tonight. KD2LAHX, who's taking a leadership position for our club, keeping us all together. I did want to report that I, as a volunteer pickup person for 3 or 4 families, not the same families every day, and some days, but today my whole run was for others. But I did take the opportunity to finally buy some little $1, $2, $3, $4 toys since we're babysitting for our grandson. But again, the stores, I was at all 3 today, Tops and ShopRite in New Paltz and Hannaford and Modena. Good shelving. There was bathroom tissue on the shelves, and some big name brands. So they're getting, with the fury, the American economy is working. They're trying to get the supply chain working, and I think it's important that people 60 and over are getting this. No trouble social distancing. Yesterday I did have one woman who was cautioned not to get too close by the store personnel, and then she kind of climbed up at me, and I just said, "Madam, could you please keep your distance?" She was kind of shocked, tried to be polite, but I think she was the first time in the store, and she was a little excited, but whatever. And there is some news out there in social media and the net that is trying to say that social distancing isn't working in our country. I'm pretty sure that's not scientific. I actually shared with QAK, Bob, and Neil and DG.
Stream Health says it's good.
An article that I think is science-based. It comes from a good source.
Internet's been wacky, though. So.
If it is, I'll share it with some other people on the net tomorrow morning. But we're socially distancing as a unit. My wife, my daughter, and my grandson never go out. My son-in-law is an essential worker. He goes to a healthcare facility, takes his temperature every day, full vetting of his contacts. And I'm a senior, and I'm finding out you can help. So I think
now in Idaho, huh?
The world will work if we let it. Again, display the incredible acts of random kindness, and be careful. There will be some incredible acts of stupidity and greed. But keep safe, keep well. Thanks for doing the net. And I'll turn it back to you, our net control, David, KD2MQE. Good night.
KD2MQE, thanks, Paul. That was really great. Glad to hear that. And have a good night to you. Are there any further check-ins at this time? This is the Overlook Mountain Hudson Valley Wellness Net. Any further check-ins? Go ahead and give us your call.
82QQV, Allenville.
Wow, my ears.
This is
KD2 RFI.
KD2 RFI, Catskill, mobile.
This is KD2 MBF.
KD2I in with a comment after you check them in and round through them.
Go ahead.
Okay, I guess I'll just take it now. I just wanted to briefly touch on American ingenuity regarding amateur radios. I got this email from NE2Q, my friend Jay in Long Island. Said amateur radio volunteers from around the world have volunteered to assist the University of Florida, San Lampotang, and his engineering team in their quest to rapidly develop an open-source, low-cost patient ventilator that can be built anywhere from such commonly available components as PVC pipe and long sprinkler valves. The amateur radio volunteers are developing Arduino-based control software that will set the respiratory rate and other key parameters in treating critically ill coronavirus victims. Multiple volunteers responding to a call for help from Gordon Gibby, MD, KX4Z, included noted software developer under Jack Purdom, W8TEE, and UBITX transceiver maker Ashar. Just wanted to throw that out. All right, KD2I and back to that.
Thanks, CJ. That's very cool. So the net recognizes KD2MBF, Greg. I'm sorry, I think I missed you last time. KD2QQV, Don, and KD2RFI, was that Bob? Any further check-ins at this time?
KD2 KJU, Jet.
A lot of check-ins. This net is active. It's great.
Okay, KD2KJU, Jed, gotcha. Welcome. So let's go back to the last round and start with KD2MBF. Greg, what do you have tonight?
Hello, everybody. Nothing exciting to report. Just, hanging around the house all day. Going out to get some takeout food and pick up a prescription in Woodstock. And that's about it. I was listening to Cuomo speaking today on the internet, like a live address, and I feel like he's doing a pretty good job. He's really seems to be knowledgeable and hustling, and feel pretty good about that. So the number of cases are doubling every 3 days, but I think we're going to peak in a couple of weeks,
Thanks,
and then
Nessie.
maybe we can get back to normal after that.
I need the help, huh?
Keeping hopeful. KD2MBF, back to net.
KD2MBF, thank you. That's encouraging. Don, KD2QQV, do you have a report for us tonight?
KD2QQB, hello. Everything seems to be quiet here in Ellenville. I'm keeping my distance, everybody should have an emergency radio. That's a good suggestion. I guess a two-way radio even better. This way you don't have to worry about, getting near anybody.
Ham license
what I
even
mean?
better.
KD2QQV.
KD2QQV, thanks, Don. Next up, KD2RFI, Bob, what do you got? RFI. Thanks, Bob. That's pretty interesting. I think it seems like the procedures are really inconsistent. It doesn't seem like a great idea. I have a family member who had to go to the doctor and for something else, something unrelated, and they asked if they had been overseas. And I think being overseas is like, you know, so last month's question. It's like if you were in Westchester, it's just as bad as being overseas. Anyway, next up, K82KJU. Jed, how you doing?
K2KJU, how's it going, everybody on the net? I did go into the local Hannaford today, on 375 in West Hurley. It was, there was lots of food there that seemed to be all right. Toilet paper and even seemed to be dishware, plastic, stuff like that seemed to be gone as well. And there didn't seem to be any cleaning supplies either. I could not find any hand soap. I have plenty here. I was, just kind of taking note of what's gone, but most of the meat seems to be in there. The bread pile is stacked up. They seem to be doing pretty good there besides cleaning and paper products. So back to that.
You seem to never be coming back.
Very good, thank you. Any further check-ins at this time? This is the Hudson Valley Wellness Net run by Overlook Amateur Radio Club. Any further check-ins?
This is November 2, Charlie Echo. Andy in Monroe, New York.
Oh, wow. That's way south of us.
Here's KD22AK. I'm going to say 7-3. I got a birthday party going on Zoom here, and it's been nice
Zoom,
talking to you guys. I'm going to be on
That's
the
where we're
side
at.
shut down for a little while.
Okay, Bob, thanks. Any further check-ins? Okay, Andy, November 2, Charlie Echo. Do you have any information for us this evening?
Good evening. No, don't have a whole lot going on. Things are going well here, down in Monroe, and great that you guys are providing this health and welfare, as well as Duchess is doing this. But it's great to keep tabs on our folks, other ham operators. So if people need help, we know who's around and who's available to help. So, just wanted to check in, say hello. And I'm here and around, working with Orange County Aries Races as well. So, hope everyone has a great rest of the week. N2CE, back to net.
N2CE, Andy, thank you, and welcome. I hope you're able to
Never
get
heard
back
that
again
station before.
another evening. Any last check-ins before we get on to the next phase? Okay, nothing heard. I'm trying to remember what Dave KTJLD was doing last night, and I believe the next thing we wanted to do was get into the second part of what we're doing on this net is checking to see if anybody needs anything, and then we try to figure out how to get it to them. So if there's anybody here who needs help with something or needs something delivered to them and is not able to do that themselves, send out your call and we'll take it from there. Okay, nothing heard, and no news is indeed good news, so that's great to hear. And then I just had one question before we kind of open it up. I think that this is the end of the formal part of the net. I was wondering if Paul or Bob or Neil, any of you are still on it, Neil is, were able to do any HF testing this afternoon, or if we're postponing that.
It's W2NDG here. No testing was done today. I don't think the 10 meter
Hey, Bell Prepper.
thing is going to work out, so we have to
What's
find
going
something
on?
else. But it was briefly
Welcome.
discussed more, but no more testing.
Okay, thank you. So I think that's it for the formal part. I mean, I'm gonna be on the side, but if anybody wants to stay, just put out your call and talk amongst yourselves. And thanks everybody for being here. Again, this is KD2MQE, Dave and you, Paul, and I'll be on the side. Thanks.
KD2MQE, KD2LHS Allen. I want to find out, is there somebody, KD2I, I think it's KD2I, who spoke to somebody in Lithuania? Over?
That was Q8K.
Lithuania, I think, was W2MBF, or I'm sorry, it was Neil.
Oh, NDG.
W2NDG.
What's going on, Bell? How you holding that over there?
That was you inquiring with my chat with my friend from Hannaford.
It may not have been you. Somebody on the net tonight made a contact with Lithuania, and Alan wants to talk about it.
Oh yes, that was me. Yeah, there was a contest station on 20 meters in Lithuania today, and I was able to get in with my, as I always call it, my crabby antenna.
Yeah, I wanted to find out, how is it, that's the old Soviet bloc, how are they handling this? Are they having any lockdowns or anything like that? Lithuania, the Baltic states are always the most advanced of the old Soviet Union, so you get more information out of those, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, than you would out of like Russia, Belarus, or someplace like that. I just wanted to see what the conditions are like in the East, if they're going through the same thing that Western Europe is over.
Oh, okay. I mean, it was just a special event station, so it was just a call sign and RST exchange. There was really no conversation.
Okay, thanks very much. Over.
Just got the hand bands up there so you can see when they say 20 meters what frequencies they're working on. Glad to hear it, Bell. Are you guys in lockdown?
Anyway, you're welcome about that. I have to run and take care of some laundry. And I'm waiting for the wife to come back. So this is W2NDG, and I will be listening for a little bit.
KD2RBR, we're going to be leaving, so I just wanted to say good night to everyone. Thanks for participating and letting me join in, and hopefully we'll speak with you guys soon. KD2RBR, we're going to be clear.
Alright, I don't have anything further to report either, so I will say thank you to KD2MQE for running the net, and if anyone else wants to volunteer or run these nets or any of that sort of stuff, you can always contact us through the OMARC Club website, which is www.omarcclub.org. That's whiskey, Oscar, Mike, Alpha, Romeo, Charlie, Lima, Uniform, Bravo, Oscar, Romeo, Golf. So thanks again, David. Much appreciated. This is KD2IN. I'll be signing out and securing.
KD2IIN, KD2RFI.
Yeah. KD2RFI, KD2I.
Yeah, good evening, CJ. How you doing? You got a couple minutes?
Oh, sure.
I had watched the video earlier today, but then I run back into work on your beehive. I'm just kind of curious. How long ago was that one active that you know of?
I want to say a week and a half, probably 2 on the outside. Pretty short term.
Did you notice any other, like a ball of bees up in between the frames, or were all the bees down on the bottom board when you opened her up?
All on the bottom board when I opened it up. Am I misassessing the fail there?
Yeah, affirmative. I'm just trying to, in my own mind, figure out what could have been a possible cause. I am guessing, and it's only a guess, just judging by the video and the number of bees on the bottom board, is it was probably, and I think I might have commented on it too, probably a really small surviving cluster.
That's what I thought.
And between the cold and the
low fuel.
probably looked like a lot of robbing going on, a lot of cell caps on the bottom board as well. So they're probably getting robbed and a lot of fighting with the other colony.
Pressure.
They probably just overpowered them, and I think a combination thereof is what caused the demise. It would appear at a glance, just based on the information I have.
Fantastic. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your assessment and insight on it. And yeah, the other thing I noticed seemed to happen after I closed up that other hive on the right that was already gone, and that had quite a few deeps of full frames in it. So I wondered if maybe that middle hive was low on fuel and robbing off the big hive, and then I'm probably interacting with the other still acting hive. And then when I closed that other one up, they didn't have any resources to rob and couldn't defend also.
Yeah, affirmative. I think the lack of defense was huge in that deal.
Yep.
I know I always put the reducers in the spring.
Yep.
Well, I put them in the fall, actually, and I try and leave them in until, I don't know, what I do is I just look at when the bees are really building up on the outside, having a hard time getting in and out of the hive, and then I'll open it up. That kind of tells me there's enough activity and they have enough manpower to guard the hive per se. So it's a judgment call, and everyone does things differently, and there's really no wrong way. But I just, after watching the video, I figured I'd throw in my own 2 cents for you and see if it helped at all.
KD2I and with KD2RFI. Absolutely. I really appreciate your insight, and I'm going to take a clip of this out and make that a follow-up on the other B video, because that kind of coincides with what I suspected, but definitely sheds some more light on it. So greatly appreciated.
Not a problem, not a problem. Hopefully it helps. And sometimes it's just looking at the little things. And one of the great things about failures is that's when you tend to learn the most.
Yes.
If we all succeeded 100%,
we'd never
really
learn
not
a
learn
darn
anything.
thing.
We're just kind of doing the same thing over and over because it works. So
Yep.
I don't know. It's interesting. So hopefully, like I said, it helps, and
Thanks, Tom.
it makes you better. And by this time next year, you have a dozen hives.
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, that other one is super healthy. I'm sure you saw the little bit that was on the cover. They were raring to go, and that's the hive that was pulling heavy pollen a couple of weeks ago. So they moved the full super over on there, and hopefully they'll have resources enough to come through, and then we can start doing splits once the weather goes in our favor again. Thank you very much for the information, and I'll definitely throw a shout out to your channel on here as well.
No worries. I appreciate it. All right.
Black bear apiaries.
I'll talk to you soon. I just pulled in the driveway actually a little while ago, and I just stayed out here to stay on the net. And
going to jump out of here as well. I got to go get the greenhouse furnace started up shortly. 7.3 is KD2RFI, KD2IN, and thanks everyone else who joined the net. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. KD2IN will be cleared for the moment. Yeah. So that's the power of amateur radio. And I held up the net. That was bad amateur practice. I should have let him close the net out, but kind of knew Bob had limited time. So yeah, nice to have friends who are more experienced beekeepers. You can learn so much, and like Bob said, I've had so many people say, "Oh, I can't believe you let that fail," or "I can't believe that happened. That's so devastating." And like, I look at those kind of things. You got to take the good of it. That goes for everything in life. Every failure you make, every failure you have, there's opportunity to learn a tremendous amount of information there. And now I'll be able to add an excerpt out of this tagged onto the other video, so people who are just learning bees can have a better understanding of what happened, why it happened, and how to avoid it. And I certainly have a better understanding of how to avoid it. Imagine that on the OMARC Community Wellness Net. There's just nothing we can't touch topic-wise here. Anyway, thank you guys for showing up and supporting the channel. Nessie, Ether, Bell Prepper. Somebody else was in here before, weren't they? Titan, yeah. Titan, I hope your mowing's going well. I appreciate everybody watching. And we'll see you guys probably tomorrow night for the next net. Thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network.